Morning, welcome to
Math Problems number 16.
Math Problems number 16. Hey, we're starting chapter 2 in Art of Problems Solving's pre-algebra today. And you had some ideas about exponents, so I thought we'd check them out, okay?
Yep.
Before we even started. So the book gave the very first example, and this is just what's called notation. This is just how you write things to make them a little simpler.
Yep.
2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, they wrote as what?
2 to the 6th.
2 to the 6th. And that saves a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of writing out all 6 2's, we say 2 to the 6th means 2 multiplied together, like this, 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I said, well, what do you think 3 to the 4th would mean?
3 times 3 times 3 times 3.
Go ahead and write that out. Very good. Okay, you can see it saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
How about 4 to the 1? What do you think that means?
Just
4, just 1 4 multiplied all together.
Yep.
So that didn't really save us too much time, did it?
No.
And then the book mentioned later on we talk about negative exponents and zero exponents. And then you had a theory on what you thought they would be. So what do you think 2 to the 0 is going to be?
Probably 0.
Okay, and what do you think 2 to the minus 1 is going to be?
Probably minus 2.
Okay, so those are going to be our guesses, and let's see if we can see a pattern. Maybe we'll understand this,
Yeah.
and then we'll see if we can see a pattern, okay? So let's start, instead of starting out at 2 to the 6th, I'll start out at 2 cubed, which is 2 times 2 times 2, which is?
8.
8, very good. 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, which is 4. 2 to the 1, which is just 2, which is
2.
2. And maybe I should have started at 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is
16.
16. Okay. So how do I go down this chart?
You subtract 4.
Are you sure? How do I go from 16 to 8?
Well, from that, you actually keep subtracting a multiple of 4 every time.
Oh, what about from 4 to 2? How much did I subtract?
2. So, how do you go down?
Yeah, how do you go down this chart? It doesn't seem to be subtracting because it's a different number every time.
Well, you cut the number in half, put the other half, and use the other half to go down.
Ah, so I cut. So what do I do with 16 to get to 8?
You cut it in half.
Okay, what do I get when I cut it in half?
You get 2 8s.
Okay, I get 2 8s. And then how do I get this 8 here?
That 8, you subtract 8 from 16.
So I subtract the half.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I get when I subtract the half? I get 8. Okay, so how do I go from 8 to 4?
You cut 8 in half.
Which is what?
Which is 2 4s.
2 4s, okay.
And then you use 1 4 to go down to the other 4.
Ah, very interesting. Okay. How do I go from 4 to 2?
You cut 4 in half, and you get 2 2s, and you use 1 2 to go down.
To subtract, and I get down to 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What do you think is going to happen to the next step here? How am I going to go down from this 2? What am I going to do?
You'll have to cut 2 in half. You'll get 2 1s.
All right.
You'll put 1 1 down there and use the other to get down to it.
Down to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I hope this is on screen. Who knows?
Well,
What will I do here?
Well, you'll have to cut 1 in half to get 1 half. 2 1/2s. You'll use 1 1/2 to get down to the other 1/2.
What's 1 minus a half?
Is just a half.
Okay, awesome. So let me make sure that's on screen. Oh, I hope it is. Oh yeah, it is. Great. Okay, so it looks like the pattern's going to go 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, 1/2. What was the pattern over here? 2 to the cube, 2 squared, 2 to the 1. What would come next?
That would be 0. 2 to the 0.
2 to the 0. What would come next here?
2 to the minus 1.
What did 2 to the 0 end up equaling?
1.
Oh! What did 2 to the minus 1 end up equaling?
1/2.
Oh, interesting. So we have a dilemma. You thought 2 to the 0 might equal 0, and you thought 2 to the minus 1 might equal minus 2. But when we looked at this pattern that you found, and this is a pretty cool pattern, right?
Yeah.
Splitting it in half and then subtracting.
Yep.
Looks like 2 to the 0 might equal 1.
Interesting. Why?
And 2 to the minus 1 might equal a half.
Interesting.
So we're going to have to ponder about that. Put on your pondering face. I have to ponder that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good job, man. Good job.